Mingwaba, Shalom, good afternoon to all our viewers and guests in Myanmar, and early afternoon for all our viewers and guests in Israel. This is the Embassy of Israel in Myanmar that is hosting this special meeting between Myanmar chef and Israeli chef. My name is 𝒔𝒊𝒂𝒍 and I'm the ambassador of Israel in Myanmar, stationed in Yangon in this residence that you can see now. We have two locations of the residence, the kitchen and the living room. And we can see with us the kitchen and the restaurant of the chef in Israel. Let me tell you that after me, the cultural attaché of the embassy, 𝒔𝒊𝒂𝒍, is going to come and to introduce all the guests, including, of course, the Myanmar chef and the Israeli chef. And then we are going to have a very nice program. Food is very important between peoples, and they are going to edit it for a nice program of Myanmar-Israel reality in the next few days, and we can see it again as a program by YTV. So again, thank you very much from Myanmar, as the Israeli representative here, and I wish everybody great success in this great program. Thank you very much. And I would like to give the microphone now to �𝒊𝒂𝒍, cultural attaché of the Embassy of Israel. Sure.
Welcome everyone, and I'm really excited before we start the show today. And first, my name is Sharon, and I'm the cultural attaché at the Embassy of Israel. And I'll tell you briefly what's going to happen. Okay. I'll tell you. So we are going to not just see how Israeli food is being cooked, but we are going also to taste. I'll tell you. So we are going to not just see how Israeli food is being cooked, but we are going also to taste it. So Chef Shaul Aderet, who is in Israel and unfortunately cannot come here, will be cooking his amazing and very delicious Israeli food in Israel. And afterwards, with the help of our kitchen workers, will be tasting the food as well. It's going to be a different taste, but I hope you will like it anyway. And afterwards, we'll do the same with the Myanmar food, and Chef Tattoo is going to prepare us a Myanmar food, and we will be tasting it as well, and we can talk and compare about the food, about the food. And before we start, I will go to Chef Shaul Ben Aderet to introduce himself, and Chef Tattoo can go to the kitchen, of course, and introduce himself as well. Thank you so much.
But as the ambassador said, relationships between the country, it's okay and it's nice. Between the people, it's more important. And what I remember that, you know, we make big event to the mayor and important people, but the most things that leave me, you know, nice memories is to make a cooking class to children, to young cook that are not deaf and mute. Deaf and mute. They don't talk and don't listen. Don't hear and don't talk. Yeah, and to show them by the hand. Yeah.
Hi Chef, how are you?
Thank you. Give me a chef.
I am Chef Tattoo from Myanmar. Yeah, I am doing here some trainings and food styling jobs and some consulting for the food processing companies here. So most of Myanmar people know me, but for the Israeli sides, they will be very, I will be very new for them. So again, my name is Tattoo. I live in Myanmar, and I started this industry since I was 17 years old. So this is quite long now. I am over 40. And after 3 years working in Myanmar after my Thailand, and then I continue my career as a young chef. I think I started as a cashier or something, and then I switched to promoted to kitchen supervisor, and then I promoted to another levels in 8 years. So after 8 years living in Thailand, I come back to Myanmar and I started my own business as the owner of school canteen at international school. So I run that business 5 years, and meanwhile I work with the media companies and the food processing company like CP, that's well known in Asia. I was a consultant chef for CP.
Thank you, Chef Tattoo. And just one thing that I forgot to mention is that we chose 2 very popular ingredients in Myanmar and in Israel, and we are going to use them in the cooking. Shao will use it in the Israeli style, and Tattoo will use it the Myanmar style, and we'll see how many different types of food you can make with the same ingredients. So we chose eggplants and chickpea, and both of them are very, very popular, and I'm very excited for you to see what they can make from that. And while they're cooking, we can ask them questions, and we can discuss about Israel, the tourism in Israel, the food in Israel, and also about Myanmar. So Shaul, if you're ready, we can start with you, and we'll test your food first after you finish.
Itamar will help me here. Itamar is my partner. Say hello to Itamar.
Itamar.
Yeah. So we started with the eggplant. Eggplant is one of the most vegetables that popular in Israel. My grandmother said that you can make 1,000 recipes, even more from eggplant. So we use eggplant and we use chickpeas. Also, it's popular. One of the most popular dish in Israel is hummus, and I'll show you how to make it. And for sure, now, to make hummus you need good blender, to work. The ingredients to make hummus is boiled chickpeas, garlic, tahini, salt and lemon. Very easy, very simple, and you're going to see how it's works.
Tahini, just to let you know, is what you made from sesame seeds. You make a paste from sesame seeds, because they don't have tahini here in Myanmar.
Oh, okay. To make good hummus, you need to use good tahini, okay? So in Israel, we use a lot of tahini, and we take 75% of chickpeas, boiled chickpeas, and 25% of tahini. We put a few garlic. We use in Israel a lot of garlic in our food, so I put 1, 2, 3. As I said, 25% of tahini. You know, this is the grandmother rules how to not to use lemon and to use this kind of salt. But fresh lemon, it's better.
Yes,
look,
sir. Yeah.
Look the hummus. Look the texture. Yeah. Very nice. I taste it. Perfect. Now you need to plate it. To plate it, we need nice pita bread and a few kind of things that we put on the top. So now, Chef Toto, you start to cook and come back to me.
Another person, and if I can just ask the YTV if they can move to the kitchen, to our kitchen. You know that Chef Tattoo is cooking in our kitchen here at the embassy, and if we can move the camera to our kitchen, and Chef Tattoo will show us how he starts to cook Myanmar food.
We choose 2 popular ingredients, eggplants and chickpeas. So chickpeas is also very popular in Myanmar, and here we use the split chickpeas. And then we will use the long eggplant. It is well known in Myanmar. We will grill it and make it salad. And other thing is rice. So rice we cook with like normal cooked rice in rice cooker or coconut rice, lemon rice. There's a lot of different kind of rice cooking style, and even fried rice we had in our breakfast. So rice is very common in Myanmar. So today I will prepare coconut rice also. So coconut rice itself is traditional, but with my style I put some upgraded cooking style. I will put the caramelized onions and some flavors in there. The flavors come out from the coconut cream. So this is one part, and the last one is 𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒍. 𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒍 is Burmese word, and maybe they adapted from the Indian also. Maybe Southern Indian use the same word 𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒍, and it means crispy onions and garlics mixed together with the shrimp or fish or whatever dry ingredient it is. But here today I use very common things. It's called bean curd. Bean curd is one of Myanmar food also, so which is fermented. So also you will be see how to cook. So now let's start with coconut rice.
Lunch, dinner, snack, everything is with rice here. And if I can compare it a little bit to Israel.
So we have a 3 cups of rice here. I'm soaking the water for half an hour, and then we have some onions, which is fresh, and then separate the layers. So I'll just heat it a while and then put some sugar to make caramelize. So we have to wait a bit, let the sugar getting brown, cream coming out. So this is from the can, so coconut cream, and also for some flavors I put some bay leaves and the we wait this to getting brown, and here I pre-cook. Yeah, Israel style whole chickpeas they use is very popular, and here the popular thing is whole chickpeas also we use for some chickpea salad, but it's not really Myanmar food, but it was a popular street food. But split chickpeas we use for the household very popularly, and cooking style is a bit different. We soak it in the water overnight, and then we cook it over slow fire to make it soft, and put a little bit of salt in there. That's it. And this called we boil the chickpeas, and then whatever we want to mix with meat or vegetables or whatever it is, we can mix it. But in my kitchen now today, I put some chicken bones in there to get the bone marrows taste and the flavors of the chicken skins. This is the way I cook. So we put some separated onions here. Yeah, caramelizing the onions along with the cinnamon sticks. If you use, there is no problem, no toxic, nothing, but the flavor will change, slightly change. But for me, it's not. I don't have a problem with using olive oil or peanut oil or sunflower oil, whatever it is. But peanut oil, only one thing, no problem with our Burmese blood, but other people from the overseas country, they have the allergy to the peanuts. And now we put the rice in there. I've been watching and learning from you. So here, coconut rice finished. I mean finished preparation, and it's already in the cooker. So finally, what I did is like I put the rice that you might catch before. I put the rice in there, and then saute the rice with the other ingredients, which is already in the pan. So finally, I put the coconut cream in there to make the flavors come out. And when I use my nose, and when I get the smells of coconut cream that got burnt, then I shift it into the rice cooker first. So put some chili paprika powder. And some of the that is a good question and good point that I always wanted to explain to the audience. Why we put the bones in there is, my idea is that we can get the bone marrows if we crush the bones. So bone marrows come out while we're cooking. So you got more nutrients, which you can get from the rich bone marrows. And then the flavor that coming out from the burnt bone is amazing to complement the taste of the chicken curry, and also the burn of chicken skin. The flavor is amazing. So I've been testing without bone and without skin. I cook chicken curry. It tastes different, which is cooked with chicken bones and chicken curries, chicken bones and chicken skins. So while I was working with CP is the king of chicken farming in Asia. So I got that idea and I developed some recipes for them with bones and skins. So with bone and skin is you get amazing flavor and the taste.
In Israel, the eggplants are very big and round. You have them sometimes here in Myanmar.
Yes, I remember the eggplant that I taste in your country. It's different look and taste. In your country, it's more light. The skin is more white. But the idea, So look, I take the meat of the eggplant. I leave a little bit from the skin. Okay? First of all, olive oil. Don't be afraid. A lot of olive oil.
Yeah, when we were trying the dishes here before we had the show, we sent photos to Shaul, and he told us that's not enough olive oil. Please put more. Don't be shy. And you see, they tried now. If you can see there, they tried to put more olive oil.
From the picture, I see that it's not enough olive oil, it's not enough salt, it's not enough garlic, and it's not enough. So I tell them, put more. So now I put.
And just to add on that, the pomegranate in Israel are different than the pomegranate in Myanmar. In Myanmar, there's less juice and it's not as red, and you can feel the seed. In Israel, it's juicy and crunchy, and it pops in your mouth, and it's very red. See the color of the pomegranate, and see the color of the pomegranate of Myanmar. So it's really different. Sometimes you do have pomegranate from Israel, but we didn't have now, so.
If you taste it, you feel that you are really here in Israel.
Yes, and can you show them how you eat it?
How I eat it? I need to go to my room, close the door, and stay alone. Take big spoon and eat it. But
With the spoon. Yeah.
But I want to show you another small things, another small things, and we continue with the chef tattoo. Okay, so don't forget the olive oil. Woo! And a lot of lemon, yeah. Give me more lemon, fresh lemon. Don't be afraid. After I show you also what to do with the lemon, yeah, and we mix it. Give me one plate, please. You mix it and you serve it. You see, it's very simple. It's very tasty, very healthy. And wait a second. Don't go. But very, very, very tasty. And in the end, finally, we use the skin of the lemon.
It's
So
really
we put on the top. It's bring more like perfume to the dish, aroma.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Chef Tattoo, is there anything that you remember from the time that Chef Shao was here in Myanmar, from the way he cook and make the food?
Yes. Yeah, I missed that time, and the ideas about the herb salad is that I want to ask you is it the idea is whatever available herbs we can put in there, right? Taste and the flavors, yeah, right. I got you. Yes. Thank you, chef. Thank you. So now it's my turn. Okay, while we are marinating the meat, so while we're marinating the chicken like this, we leave it alone and we start another thing with eggplant. So here eggplant I cut, and if you are my fan, you know the style of my cooking. Always want to put the flavors and the textures in there. So for the flavors, I put the stalks of the coriander roots. Close it in the file because I want to keep the flavors of the flavors come out from the garlics and the corianders and the skin of the eggplants. I want to keep it, so put in the grill. So the idea about the eggplant grilling is traditionally we grill it over the charcoal fire if it is available. So the traditional grilling style. But now we have the gas or electric, we can put over the gas or electric ovens. Don't mind. So for chicken curry and chicken and chickpeas, we heat the oil.
And just while he's cooking, just let you know that in Israel now it's summer, so it's very hot and everyone is going on the beach and into the sea. Although there is a COVID-19, but still people can go to the sea. And this type of food that showed you that herbs.
So I'm sauteing the crushed onions and crushed garlics along with the turmeric powder and paprika powder together to make it fragrant, and wait for a while, and we put the marinated meats in there.
This time, you know, we cook a little bit in your country style, like in wok, or like this. We use this marinade and everything. And I think also in Myanmar, I see in the hotel restaurant that the chef use and cook like the Israeli way or the Middle East way. In these days, you know, it's mixed, and all the world are very, very small. The chef take from here and here and here and create a nice dish with a little bit different taste, but you bring everything together in one plate.
As Charles, I told you, tahini is something that is very rarely found here in Myanmar, and I heard that some people are buying sesame seed and they're making tahini out of sesame seed. So if you can tell a bit what is the procedure for them to prepare the tahini if they cannot find it in the market.
You can make magic with the tahini. If you have the sesame, you can use tahini. If you don't have sesame, you don't have tahini.
They have the sesame. So while you're doing and plating the, sorry, continue.
Yeah, tell me.
I mean, I was just saying that while you're doing the plating of the food there, they're just tasting the Israeli food, and I'm just curious about the difference in the taste, in the flavors that you think there are. If you can share something.
Yeah. And you asked us, and what is the difference that we feel between Israel foods and Burmese foods? Yeah. Actually, this is my first time having Israel foods here, but
Actually, I've been to Israel before, last couple of years. I think the dishes taste not very different. Maybe because of the ingredient available here, so you have to cut here, right? So, but when I've been to Israel, the taste is not stronger than here. So the difference is not very much here.
So the taste is stronger in Israel.
You know, the Middle East diet or the way of food is very popular all over the world. We use a lot of the vegetables, fruit and herb. We use spices, we use yogurt, we use garlic, we use fresh fish, honey. And this is the way that all the dietitian and all the doctor said that it's the best way to eat and to live. I understand that the taste of the Israeli food and what they serve you now today and now are a little bit different, because the ingredients are not Israeli. The Israeli is more strong, but the best way is to come to Israel to see all the culinary. You know, Israel is a young country. People came from all over the world after the Holocaust. They come from Egypt, from Morocco, they come from Poland, from Germany. Each one bring his own kitchen. And now the Israeli kitchen is being mixed between East and West. So the food is very colorful, very tasty, amazing food. You have a lot of chef restaurant, a lot of market for food. Each part of Israel, you have different food, and we have nice country. So come to visit us, be our guest. You will see that we are small country, but amazing people, good weather. It's very interesting, and the people in Israel are with a big heart, and we want to hug everybody after the Corona for sure.
You see, so there are many same ingredients, and we can make really different type of food. And as soon as Chef Tattoo is going to finish cooking, we will be able to test a little bit the Myanmar food as well. Any questions you would like to check with?
And because we
I
want
see.
to make it a mild taste,
Yes.
we can even make it sour and spicy by adding chilies and some lemons in there.
I see. Yes, thanks.
Yeah. Here you have the eggplant salad along with the 𝒔𝒂𝒃 and the pumpkin seed and sunflower seed. And here we have the very nice chicken and chickpeas curry.
Wow, that looks so nice. And this is very, very typical. This type of food you can see. This is for a foreigner and Israelis viewers. This type of food you can see all over Myanmar. Even all the minorities and everyone. It's like cooking the same food, different flavors, but more or less the same style of food.
In my country, people like spicy things because the weather and the temperature of the people are like the chili taste. Yeah. So, if you come and you start to eat, you will see that the taste of the dish are not flat. You have a pepper, you have a chili, you have things like that that make the dish more spicy and more interesting, I think, to the mouth. So I hope that a lot of people will come to visit us and to see how much Israel is a beautiful place. Everybody know about
Just to let our viewers know that you can download the recipes of both chefs from our Facebook page, Israel in Myanmar, and you can try the food yourself at your own house. Try to cook it. I'm sure it's not going to be the same taste, but you can start. And whenever you cook it, just remember, I'm just going to say also a goodbye to everyone. And thank you so much for being here and watching. And we will continue here to enjoy the Myanmar food this time. And I thank so much Chef 𝒔𝒊𝒂𝒍. I thank so much YTV for coming and being so patient with us. I thank Chef Tutu and all of you that came to be with us here. So how we say in Hebrew, we say 𝒔𝒂𝒂𝒍, which means we'll see you again soon.
Shalom from Tel Aviv, להתראות. תודה, thank you. I hope to see you again.
Okay. So bye-bye everyone. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tushar.
Thank you.
Bye, Chef. Thank you.